Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi there. This is Marty. Come in, please. Um, I'm just going to do a little talking first and introduce myself and check in to see who's here and say hi to Brianna. And thank you. You are there. There you are. Wonderful. Thanks, Brianna, for taking care of us. I had an eyelash malfunction. It's been like, I think it's been like 15 years since I wore an eyelash, and it's like my eyes are what they used to be. I was going, this wasn't this hard. Anyways, my name's Marty, and welcome to my channel and to a trans experience, our channel, where we try to deepen the message of the transgender, transsexual, whatever you want to call it, experience into the mainstream and into the LGBTQ plus LMNOP, blah, 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 to get healthy dialogue going and everything. And from our perspective, too. And joining me again as co-host for a trans experience is I'm so happy to say it's Brittany D again, and
Hi.
she's and I will. There's a link down below, and I'll let you introduce herself in a second. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing if you like the content, if you keep coming back. Give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate if you subscribe because the more subscribers we get, the more bells and whistles we get, so we can have a nicer platform to share with you. What else? Oh yeah, if you're watching this taped later on, I will pop up a link up there that will lead you to one of my stories from when I was 15, 16 to 57, which I am today, and hopefully that'll help you out. And in the link, in all of my description boxes of my videos, at the bottom, we have trans Lifeline numbers, and it's a wonderful organization. But there's direct phone numbers, 1-800 numbers, so you can find services in your area. And yeah, and if you want to check them out at translifeline.org, an amazing organization doing tons of stuff. They really help people get connected wherever you are. So all of my super chats that I get, anything I get at this moment, I'm donating to Trans Lifeline numbers. So yeah, so help them out. Thank you. And
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, Brittany, hi. Do you want to
Hi,
introduce yourself?
everyone.
Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, my name is Brittany D. I transitioned at 19 years old. I'll be 49 next week, actually next Sunday.
Yay.
Um, yeah, and I just want to help Marty spread the word. I think there's not enough information from girls from our time. Diana, Louise, you guys know that it was definitely a different experience for us way back when. So we're trying to merge then and now and understand how, a lot of what we've done in our past has helped bring the youngsters to where they're at now. So yeah, we're just going to get into some more conversation. You saw the title of the video. And we're also going to start by answering some of your questions that we missed last week because we don't want to avoid those. We're
Hmm.
just going to go over that quickly. Before we go any further, I can't see the chat again. Only Marty can with the Skype. So
And
I
hopefully,
just,
and hopefully, I'm going to broadcast school for a week at the end of the month, and I'll be able to remedy that, which is good. Yeah.
yeah, awesome. So
So,
I just want to ask you guys, are we slow? Are we showing slow behind our words here? Because on my phone, I'm seeing us very delayed.
how does it look, Brianna, on your end? Oh, dear moderator, I know that there is a delay when I'm watching. There's about a 20-second delay when it comes to seeing the conversation come in, Brittany. So,
Okay.
so yeah, anybody, just let me know what you, uh, how are the mouths, are our mouths wrapping around the words the way they're supposed to, the way they're
I
supposed
hope.
to.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. So while you're answering that question, did anyone answer? Are we looking okay? Are our lips moving with our
Oh,
words?
Courtney says you look great. No, looks good.
Oh,
Seems
cool.
good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so
Yay.
I wrote down some of the questions that were
Yay.
in the live feed last week. And those that apply to, there's only one about dating that Marty can't respond to. That was from Ravina. She wanted to know how the dating scene was after certain age and after divorce. I
Yeah.
haven't I haven't done a whole lot of dating, right? Probably about a year after my divorce, I did a little bit, and it just completely intimidated me. Men were so forward and so, there's not a lot of gentlemen out there anymore, and I'm a stickler on that. I don't like, especially after escorting for so many years and feeling like an object. When I go out on a date, I want to feel something completely different than that.
Hmm.
I want them to compose themselves. So I don't have much to say about dating, Ravina. I'm sure you have more exciting. Nicole. She said, will you always be trans, or will there be a point where you have achieved your transition and blend? Sorry, I had something right after that, but that's the question. Do you think after we've had our surgeries, that there's a point that we're no longer trans, or are we always trans? What is your take on that?
So, who was that?
That was from Nicole.
Nicole?
I didn't write her last name down, just Nicole.
Okay. Hi, Nicole. If you're here today, if you're always trans, see, like I just don't even get like those sentences. Like, and I'm not trying to be like weird or not wanting to answer the question, but I think that I think I could kind of probably understand that like 30 years ago, maybe like I was kind of going like trying to figure out still I was still figuring out my journey and stuff, right? So, but though I find that the more that I worked that I went into um, just mainstream life because after I got my hoo-ha, it's like it's just kind of like I just was another I was a heterosexual woman working in the world type of thing, and it's like I had no time. I didn't even know that there was like the only communities that existed for that were like trans related or whatever. It's like I was doing I was working. It was called High Risk Society downtown in the '90s, and it's like I was and I did an NA meeting there. But usually, all of the like the whole. I think you and I have talked about this, Brittany. Like the whole idea was to assimilate into the world.
Of course. Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, so it's like those questions. I just kind of go like, are you trans? I don't know. It's all relative to your own reality, right? Like and people today in the cities and stuff, it's a lot different than it was when I was younger in my 30s. So I can't really relate to that experience. All I know is that, I'm just like a, I'm just another, I'm just another woman living on Vancouver Island. Like, but the thing is that I'm making YouTube videos about my trans experience from and talking about the journey the way that was so that history so the history is out there, so people can maybe understand if that's what they want to do, if they want to, if that was what they wanted to do. And because when it comes to like I don't live in sort of I live in an LGBTQ plus world, the everybody, like I just live in the world type of thing. So I just don't get it. So I don't understand that whole. Sorry, I made a mountain out of a molehill there, but
No, no, no.
but I think if you're, are they saying are you trans if you?
I guess she wants to know if there comes a point in your trans life where you no longer identify yourself as trans. And I guess for me, I'll just jump in there really quick. And
Yeah.
everything Marty said, I agree with. I just want to add to that, yeah, there does come a point where, the hardcore struggle of your transition comes to an end and you start to feel probably better than you've ever felt. And you just start to live your life like any other woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're joining in on all things that any other woman does, and participating in life and being viewed by men like any other woman. So yes, after a while for me,
Or women. Yeah.
what did I say?
Yeah, or women. Yeah, men
Or
or
women,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Or women for sure.
Yeah, cuz
But yeah, there does come a point.
yeah, cuz one thing that I remember when I was, I don't know, probably mid 30s, and I remember the whole statement about like, and I've been like, this journey since I was 15, 16, and I remember trying to wrap my head around um sexual, when somebody said, Marty, sexual identity has nothing to do with sexual orientation. And I was just like, pooh, when I actually thought of that. And then when of course it does, you know what I mean? Um, because your identity is a different thing than who you sleep with. And I know people talk about it like crazy now about that, but I just want to say that because that's where I come from. Like I've had to learn all this stuff too, and so I can kind of empathize with Gertie, my neighbor across the street that has just lived here on an island all her life, and it's like I don't walk around like I don't go, hi, I'm Marty, I'm your new neighbor and I'm trans, right, like type of thing or whatever. Like I just don't say that. And I think that people in general, like where I live and stuff like that, it's just I can empathize with them, and also I can empathize like on social media when people get really confused, and I find it very I find it kind of sad because a lot of people take people's ignorance on subjects, and I mean ignorance in a I don't mean in any way like just I'm ignorant in a lot of things, like I just don't know, meaning I don't know stuff, and that people take that and use it for their own hate on or something for like on social media and stuff, and they can turn people like that. So I find that that's why we as people of this experience, like if we can, I always say that, be gracious guests and talk about these things with kindness and stuff, it will push the needle towards a more of an understanding rather than, because people, because it is an odd thing, like face it, like I remember my sponsor saying, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, it's like, it's so weird to be a transsexual. It's like, and remember I was trying to get sober. She goes, yeah, it is an odd thing, that you have to deal with. And I was just kind of like going, I remember that feeling that when I had to accept that statement, like I just kind of going, because it kind of is, in the,
It's heavy to accept that, but yeah, you do
yeah,
have to accept it, you
yeah.
know?
But that's like that would I kind of beat that question to death. So
Oh, no, no, no. That was awesome. So
we
yeah,
should say
I
hi
kind
to the
of
room
agree.
too. After we're gonna connect with the room, you guys. But we just want to get to the questions from last week because we thought they
Yeah,
were
for
great.
sure.
Thanks.
So let's move on. The next questions from the same person, Nicole, was how did we choose our names?
Oh,
So I'll take that first.
sure.
Years ago, I don't know how old some of you are, or Nicole, who asked the question, but there used to be an actress, and I think she's still alive, named Morgan Brittany. She was a brunette with blue eyes, and I just thought she was amazingly beautiful. So I was tossing up Morgan or Brittany, and I went with Brittany, and of course I had to spell it a little unique. Um, and then a couple years after, I saw Little Britney Spears on Star Search, and I was like, "Oh my God, a Britney!" I had never seen another Britney because it wasn't a big name back then. I think after Britney Spears came on the scene, it kind of blew up for all the little girls across the world. So that's how I got mine, just from an actress that I found beautiful, and I just picked one of her names.
Oh,
How about you,
cool.
Marty?
That's cool. I have to look her up. I can't remember. So it was Brittany. What was her name?
Morgan Brittany. She wasn't a big actress. She used to make appearances on, I think she was on Falcon Crest,
Okay.
and she used to do The Love Boat and Fantasy Island and all those shows. So we're
Oh.
going way back, way back.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Marty was. I think I talked about that. It's like Marty was the name that I grew up with as a kid. Like I would use Marty, and it's the short version for Martin, and so they just called me Marty, and it was Marty, and then my mom, when I was about 10 years old, she came home from trip, and she had a this little bracelet made for me, and it was Mardi, Mardi, and she says, I want you to start writing your name like that. And part of me, because I was starting to understand about stuff because I read about Christine Jorgensen and all that, and I thought, oh my God, maybe she knows, like a whatever, and but I don't know, like she didn't, but she did want me to. Maybe she did at that point. She was lucid at that point because my mother had problems, right? But yeah, that was my name. Martin to Marty to Mardi, and I actually met a woman in the
Sound
hair.
like a rapper.
I met this
Mardi with the T to the D.
D to the T. I met this woman. It was really weird, and she was in the hair salon, and she had her tag on. It was, I guess she was at lunch getting her hair done. And it was Martine. It was Martin, but
Oh,
with it
wow.
is Martyn, and I thought, oh, wow, that's cool.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have done that, but yeah, that's where I got Marty. And you know what's funny is that I
Cool.
I changed my I changed my name. I put that Marty as my middle name, and I put Marilyn as my first name when I was 18 because I didn't I didn't really because Marty, everybody would always say Marty, Marty, and you'd get that, that's a boy's name, you know what I mean? I'd get that from a lot of like,
Now it's cool, right? To have
now
a
it's,
male name.
yeah, and that's why I had Marilyn, but I don't even use that now. So it's weird because I feel like I'm schizophrenic because then I'm calling like doctors or something, and I'm going, "Hi, this is Marty." I'll be like, and they're going, "Who?" Oh yeah, Marilyn. It's like I'm like going, and then I get triggered by that, right? Anyways, but
Oh, you're
that's
such a Marty.
yeah, I'm a Marty. I'm a
All right, we
Marty
have one more
Pants.
question and then we'll move on. So the
Y-
last one comes from Andrea. She wants to know, do you think cis women have the right to be reluctant to share the bathroom with males who claim to be trans? This is a touchy topic. I'm going to dive in a little bit. I'm going to dive in a little bit. I'm not one to jump in. I'll just dunk my toes a little bit first. Um, when you say cis women, I get a little offended by that because even as a trans woman, there are some people I wouldn't want to share the bathroom with. Um, and it has gone to a messy gray area because, yes, not everyone who's trans passes. But I guess we come from the time we come from too. If you didn't pass, you just avoided certain things until you got your stuff together, you
Yeah.
know? And then, if I look like male, I don't know if I would have to go into the woman's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's a thing now to stand up for your rights and, have rights, but you got to understand too, that's got to be a little intimidating for women to
Mm-hmm.
see someone who's, not presenting as a female, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I always take it back to being a gracious guest, and I just kind of knew intuitively, what would be most comfortable for myself and others, like it's not just about me, you know what I mean? And if I'm gonna just not if I'm gonna do anything in life and not think about others, it doesn't even have to be the bathroom. It's like, I'm gonna, I'm, probably crap is going to happen to me, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, that's kind of like my one of my golden rules is just to when to do so would injure them or others, you know what I mean? And just to be kind and mindful and all that stuff too. And it's like, again, it's like, we can't be shoving all this down people's throats and then wonder why people retaliate. It's like I did that for so long just in my life before I got clean and sober and go, oh my God, it's like, what's with them? It's like, and when I look back at it now, it's like, I was being completely inappropriate and stuff. And then going like, but that's my right and stuff. It's like, hello, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's not all
yeah.
about you for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
Pushing the boundaries. Yeah, pushing
Yeah.
the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess yeah, there's certain people that I would see in the bathroom. They friend me all the time on Facebook
Yeah.
that I would feel uncomfortable, going to the bathroom with them in the bathroom. I don't know if I'd be scared for my life, but you have to
Mm,
understand people who are not as familiar with the LGBT so on and so on community.
yeah.
Um, it's intimidating to see someone you clearly see as male in the woman's room makes you uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's a
So my,
loaded question when people ask us that, because
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
know what they're talking, like there's so many variants to that. Like I have, I have biological, like cisgender women, friends, like, well, that's 99.9% of my friends. And some of them, I know one that like frickin' grows like, has like a hair on her freaking chin, and she like puts beads on it, for God's sakes. It's like, you know what I mean? And I feel uncomfortable going in the bathroom with her. And
Uh,
she loves like making me like, uncomfortable with it, and for fun, right? But it's like, it's like, I can get uncomfortable, with whoever. It's like, and people, will understand that too, right? You know what I mean? Like if they are present within themselves, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, so I just want to wrap that up by stating one last thing on that topic. It's not that I'm saying that someone who struggles to pass
yes.
should feel bad about themselves, but I'm saying,
Disclaimer.
yeah, disclaimer, maybe, just try not to do those things as often until you feel like you do look more
Hmm.
presentable. So you're making others comfortable as well. That's all I can say on that without you coming for me. Don't come for me.
Don't come for.
Don't come for me. I'm not
There's
here for
nothing to
it.
come for. It's like it's, it's, yeah, yeah, you'll be really bored if you try to do that with me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't respond.
You'll be really bored. All right, so let's get on to the topic of the video, which is body image.
Can I just quickly just say a shout out to a few people?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it
Yes, let's
really
please.
bothers me that you can't see this, but they
I
told me
know.
they told me that when I take this eCam, that's a platform that I use. I'm going to the eCam Academy, and so my guests will be able to see stuff too. So because I'd like to pop stuff up on the screen too, and say hi. Wow, there's like a lot going on here. 28 people. Hi, 28 people. Hi, 16 likes.
Hello, everyone.
Come
Yeah,
on.
don't forget to hit that
Yeah,
thumbs up.
yeah, hit that thumbs up button again. Like, subscribe to my channel. The link to Brittany's channel, if you want to just go really quickly there too. It's in the video description here, and you can like her channel too. She's got some great stuff, because I know for me, when I watch stuff on YouTube, and then I get squirreled and I go do something, and then I can't remember who the hell it was, and I'll never find them again. Like they're lost in this like thing, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
So yeah,
you're
I just
getting
want to
you're getting
mention.
all of these. Oh my God, everybody's just loving the way you look, and everybody's
Aw.
everybody's laughing at my fit attempt at putting on eyelashes.
One of mine is wonky too. If I look like oh, is that the wrong eye? I don't even know. It's backwards.
Oh my God, so you're telling me I do? You,
Yeah, this one the glue wouldn't stay. Oh, I don't know which freaking eye it is. I'm in. It's opposite in the camera.
yeah, me too. I
Oh,
think it's
thanks,
not bad.
guys.
I think it's not bad for, like, I haven't put on eyelashes for probably 15 years.
No, you look
Yeah.
amazing. I told you you look like sun-kissed Barbie.
Aw, thank you. Somebody likes me. Nobody. You guys are all really, really. You guys are really cheap on the compliments to me. It's like, but that's okay. I know I'm old news. It's like she's 10.
Oh
I'm
no.
10 years older, and
You're actually 8.5, but you like to push it right to the 10.
but in January maybe you'll like me again. Maybe I'll get some of my powers back. I'll get
Oh,
my
they
powers
love
back,
you.
and I'll have to like, uh, because what comes with it is like I go find like some beautiful young trans girl to suck the life out of.
See, body image. We're going to be talking about all of
Body
that.
image. Okay, so hello, Diane. Diana. Love you, girl. Louise Richardson. Yay, Louise. How you healing, girl? Um,
Hi,
and
ladies.
we read all the stuff later. So if you're bad, we'll find you. And if you're good, we'll find you too. Okay. And I have the troll hex, so you guys let me know in the room if there's any trolls around, and I'll cleanse the room too. Um, Louise drove several miles in the. Oh, here. I'll just pop this out you so you can read stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah. Louise, come on. Pop out there. There we go. Um, and who else is here? Eva M. Hello, Eva. Hi, sweetheart. And who else do we have?
Louise was driving.
She was driving
Thanks for that.
to
Louise
Austin.
was doing some driving.
Did you lose a size? Oh, are you talking to us, Eva? See that's the thing with chat. You don't remember. Um, let's see. Let's
And just so
see.
you guys know, we plan to stay on a little later than normal. It's going to be longer than an hour for sure. So be patient. And if you're not doing anything, just chill out with us.
Yeah, and go back and forth to the Emmy Awards. Let us know who wins stuff. Um, yeah, let us know if you're watching the Emmy Awards too. Let us know who wins stuff. I just love this new Yeti mic.
It's awesome. I
Um,
know. Look at me. Actually, Marty just sent me a little treat in the mail.
it's for your
Yeah.
birthday.
Oh, how sweet.
So who else is here? Court Rashawn. Hello, Court. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Serena, you are here. Hello,
Hi,
beautiful.
Serena. I
Hi.
answered your question. I don't know if you were here right from the beginning. My dating life is like non existent. So, how
She's
about
dating.
you?
She's dating herself.
Yeah, good one. I'm
Yeah,
dating myself.
you are. Who else
And
is
we're
here?
falling in love every day.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's all these people watching, and there's not too many people. Hi, Bob Hope. Bob Hope's here, and the beautiful Ravina, my daughter, and who else? Let's see, Celia Lumia is here. Oh, that's so sweet. And I'll pop her thing out. You can probably see her thing. Um, and who else is here? Oh, you guys were
I know,
chatting
2 weeks in
lots.
a row. We want to make this kind of a regular thing if you guys like it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I told Marty too, I'm a little worried. I don't want to be like hogging up on her channel because I know you guys adore her and I might be annoying to you. I have no idea, but
Oh, no. It's like, I tell you, it's such, it actually is a less effort, but I feel like I get more out of it myself when I'm doing it with you. And I,
same.
and I also look forward, I want to put this out to all of my Vibe tribe of a trans experience, of all of you guys, that once I do this platform, get this platform down, I'll be able to have Brittany and I will be able to have people on, and then we can kind of interview you guys and talk, and you can add to the conversation, and so we can have like a we can have a
So cool.
we can have a three-way. Let's just say it.
Oh my God, that sounds fun.
I know, and it also sounds really dirty. We better watch the way we're talking.
I hope there's no children in the room.
No, there's not. YouTube algorithm. No, it's not. We're good girls.
Speaking of algorithm, I just want to say really quickly too about the thumbs up. When we're like promoting the thumbs up, it's because if you guys, the more attention that video gets, the more it'll be put closer to the top in the algorithms. So we just want to keep pushing the message, showing people what trans women really look and act like and think like. And by you guys commenting or liking and doing all that stuff, it helps us get the video out there more. It's not like we're making money off of this. This isn't a promoting thumbs up because we're making money off of this. So yeah, I just want to remind you that every time we remind you to do the thumbs up and all that stuff, it's just because we want more people to see it beyond the trans community so they
Yeah,
can see what we're like.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, doll. Thanks for mentioning that again. Patty Smith has a real cool little blurb there. If you wanted to read it out. Hi, Patty.
Okay, I got to squint a little, Patty. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm 42 and I don't find it so hard to be a transsexual. Marty, just read it for me because
Oh,
I can't
sure.
see it.
Sure. Uh, I'm 42 and I didn't find it so hard to be a transsexual in the 80s or 90s. There were a lot of T girls that were out and proud back then. From what I understand, the more passable you are, the more easy to blend. Okay.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I didn't find it
I
so hard.
mean,
80s and 90s,
I,
there was a lot of T girls
I'm
that
like, I don't know how to respond. Is there a question or just that's just a
I
statement?
guess it's just a statement. That's cool. Yeah, she's probably just talking to the room too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Hi,
awesome. We
Patty, though.
appreciate
I don't
that.
recognize the name. Welcome to Marty's channel.
Yeah, she just wrote that. She followed up with, "Got my name from a song called Mia Boca, and I
Boca.
decided to call myself Mia." Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Mia's pretty.
Okay, so you go by Patty Smith. You guys confuse me with all of your avatars, and it's like I don't know if you're a cartoon or I don't know if you're like it's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like oh my
Oh
god,
my
and I had
goodness.
to take a few little drops for my head before I started this, and now they kicked in, and then now I'm talking to cartoons, guys. You young kids nowadays, you can sure do it. Okay, Jessica. Oh, hello, lovelies. Hi, Jessica. Hi, sweetie. Oh, Regina. Hi, Regina. I loved our
Hi,
talk.
Regina.
We had a really good talk this week. Um,
Cool.
let's see. Gina. Hello, Gina. Gina's here.
Hi,
Um,
Gina. Oh gosh. I thought I was done. I don't want to miss this. Let me get this last question in really quick.
sure. And
You
Ghislaine. Hello,
just,
Ghislaine. And Andrea. Hello, Andrea. And let me just say hi to everybody.
yes, go
Beeble
ahead.
Brox. Hi, Beeble Brox. And um, let's I think that's about. Oh no, Advent Skeptic. Oh, that's a cool name. Hi, sweetie. Beautiful picture. Check her out. Oh my God, she's beautiful, gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Stunning.
yeah. Oh my God, all these beautiful ones. Hi, Rob. Welcome. Behave. Um, EA Beats in your 22. Oh yeah, you were here last time. Hi, EA. Serena. Honey, you're the OG Gorgina. Oh my goodness. Serena,
There
I
you
need it.
go. There
When
you go.
Serena,
Serena, she needed that one, Serena.
when Serena like gives me that little stamp, it's like it feels real good. She's
Oh,
beautiful. Yeah, check out Serena Ming. Is yours an open IG, Instagram? She's got some gorgeous pictures in there too. Follow her on there. And oh yeah, I'll just get that out of the way. Louise Richardson has a channel who's on here. You can click the avatar and go directly to her, and got some great stuff. Some A to Z on transgender YouTubers, and also Celia Lumia. She's got some great insight into her surgeries and stuff that she went through, and she's quite young, and it's wonderful that you're here. And let's see. Wow, there was a lot of chatting. So I think hopefully this is good. Oh, Billy John. Hi, Billy. Great. Oh, Billy. He's talking to you. Billy Johnson.
oh hi, Billy.
Billy, when you start to make new content, I hope you do more cooking videos. Aw, love your chili. Aw.
Oh, how cute. Nobody watches those. I
she,
love to cook.
I
I
know it's
love to
so
cook,
sweet,
but
and
they don't get watched.
I love watching you do that. And it's like Brittany and I talk about that because I do my meditation videos every Thursday and I don't care if two people watch it. It's like, it feels so good for me. No, I shouldn't say two. Like there's a good couple dozen that direct message me and stuff. And I do stuff when I hear what's going on in their lives and I try to help them out like that because I know how much it helped me. So, and it feels good, right? So
For
I really
sure.
hope
I
that
enjoy those videos.
and I really enjoy when you cook and do
Thanks,
stuff.
Billy. Oh,
I
Billy, that's very sweet.
It's really great.
I'm
What
not
is
doing a whole lot of cooking these days because I've been on a diet, but fall's coming. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a couple more of those videos.
aw, that's so sweet. And Advent
Uh,
put y'all are both stunning too. Thanks, Brittany and Marty. I look forward to learning y'all opinions. Aw, that's sweet.
thank you. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, welcome, honey. Mother seems oh, she's so funny. Ravina goes, Mother seems tipsy tonight, but I know that's her character. That's right. I'm the Marty Pants, honey. Oh, your IG is private. Okay, so Serena Mink, my IG is private, but anybody can feel free to follow me. IG. Um, what does that last part say? IG.
Serena
Oh,
Mink.
IG Serena Mink. Yeah,
Yep.
and she's my little minx. She's like my little minx daughter. Yeah.
So I want to get this last question out from Gina really quick and
Hopefully,
just,
I just want to say that too. That a tease that I really think that Serena. I know that we've been talking about you coming on. It's like and I hope that you understand that I'm getting everything together, and then we'd have like a really fun three-way talk. I actually have a great topic that I want to put out to you. So, anyways,
oh,
sorry.
awesome.
Thanks, Brittany.
Oh, no problem. So Gina asks, what has been added to your life as a result of being a YouTuber?
Hmm. Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to go first?
I'll answer that. I've gained a lot of support from you guys, a lot of love and support. You guys are so supportive. Marty has been such a, I don't know. We've just become like sisters, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really, and I'm sure she's bonded with a lot of you that way because she's just that kind of person. So, yeah, for me, it's been getting to know all of you and
Mm-hmm.
having more of those interactions, especially with the trans community,
Mm-hmm.
because, early on in the transition, you're more about the people in the community. And then when you start to blend and do your thing and get married and all those goodies,
Excuse me.
you're you're really not connected to the trans topic
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I mean, I just came out a couple of years ago on YouTube with the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing because I had heard so many people leaving negative comments, and in person I would hear negative stuff. So it made me decide to do a channel. So yeah, my
Mm-hmm.
thing is meeting all of you. I know it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like the right thing to say, but you guys have just been awesome. Marty is like really someone I can reach out to. We have great conversations. We make each other laugh. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, you guys, your
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, ditto. Exactly what Brittany said, and it's true because my I don't live in Vancouver anymore, which is it's a 2 hour ferry ride across the ocean, and so yeah, I don't bump into any women of trans experience, friends of mine, and you know, so this has been a great way to connect with the community because there was no community before. This whole, like, you and I talk about that, Brittany, like, this internet thing, like, oh my God, isn't this wild that we can do this? You know what I mean? Like, because it's like there was absolutely no community. Like, the only time that you could do community, like, I remember even having to go down to the stroll, like, to find some of my girls of trans experience because, anybody that was not there was just blending in the world. You know what I mean? And, they didn't want to be found. And who would blame them? I understood that later when I went through that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, the biggest thing for me has been, and also it's been education and learning from you guys and finding, like I said, I didn't even know what, that gender identity and sexual orientation were two different, I couldn't wrap my head around it. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't even know what transphobia was. It's like I realized I had some inner transphobia myself when it came to stuff, and I was able to look at past relationships and stuff and heal them. And so, yeah, it's been a great learning experience too for me. Yeah.
I got to add to that real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, another thing for me, without sounding like a complete narcissist, another thing for me is leaving like this diary on YouTube that's almost like going to
Right.
be there forever. I even told my nephew the other day, if I ever die, suddenly die, you have to make a final YouTube video for me to let people know what happened to me because these people care about me.
Wow.
I can't just disappear. You have to make one last video. He was like, "Oh my God, that's tragic." Um,
Yeah, it
so
is
yeah,
a record, definitely.
leaving a record behind,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, whether it's educational or for my nephew who I adore, so he can always look back and see the road I've traveled and hear all my stories. Yeah, and just leaving it there for the future to see probably down the road where trans is not a big deal anymore. They'll look back and hear our stories and think, wow, what the hell did these girls have to go through? So, yeah, it's just leaving behind my legacy pretty much. I know that
Mm-hmm.
it's, we all have a legacy. I'm not special in any way, but this trans stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. I thought this was a cute question. Diana wrote, "Did you girls use the term GG for genetic girl before Sis was born?" And um,
Um,
I think I used bio. I think I used bio. Oh,
yeah, I would probably say genetic
yeah,
if I ever said it.
yeah. I think back in the day, she was saying like before the cis word was born.
A genetic girl. Yeah, that's probably what I would say, Diana.
Right.
But back in the day.
Yeah.
Good question. Yeah, that's another thing that the youngsters that watch us or
Oh,
tune
we
in
called
don't
it.
realize too.
Yeah, we called it real fish.
Oh, yeah. See, I never used that one
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
but I've heard of it. Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Oh no, she's a real fish girl. She's real fish.
Yeah, and I was too
She's
fit.
real
I was
fish.
yeah. I didn't use that one because I would get that a lot.
Right.
And I always thought, ew, what does that mean? It sounds gross.
Yeah, and then that's what you aspire to because everybody go, "Oh, she's so fish." And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they still use that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. But whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
So before we get into the topic, do you have anything else you want to get into, Marty?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, cool.
I'm just zenning out over, and this is not a paid thing, but it's like I have a lot of the tops and stuff I wear. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, you got to
No,
do. Oh, you got to do it like, oh my God, like real YouTubers. Oh, it doesn't work.
what is that?
Does it? Can you see the?
I'm blind. I can't really see what's on it. Is it a little
Oh,
tube?
okay. Yeah, it's actual a candle, and it came with my those yoga sweats and hoodies. It's called Go Om.
Oh,
They're
cute.
from Go Om Yourself. Go Om Yourself. They're on Instagram, and they're doing this ahimsa project right now, which is ahimsa in Sanskrit means no harm, do no harm, and that's one of the first limbs in yoga or Buddhism, whatever, whatever you want, Hindi, all that stuff. But it's like she's doing this great project, saving orphan little horses or orphan, yeah, ponies and stuff from she is. She is.
I gotta rein her in once in a while.
And so I'm tripping out over this candle. It smells so good. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, on with the
Little po-
show.
I'm
Did you
like,
know
what the?
it's 10 to 6 already? Oh my God.
I know, and you're over there talking about little ponies.
Save the ponies. Go own
Save
yourself.
the ponies,
Go
man.
ownyourself.com on Instagram, all that stuff. They got really great spiritual hoodies, like stuff that says "Go Home Yourself." If you watch my YouTube videos and you like what I wear, that's where to get it.
All right, wrap it
Yeah,
up now. This is your second
okay.
time you're
I'm plugging something.
you're plugging. Go home yourself.
Yeah,
Go home yourself.
go home
Um,
yourself. Go
we
home
we need to
yourself.
get around to the topic at
Okay, let's
hand.
cleanse the room. Okay, topic
Sorry.
time. It's topic time.
Stop. I'm trying to be zen.
Okay, let's seriously do it. Okay.
Oh well, when I close my eyes, I glue them on crooked. Let me know, guys.
Oh, now I can tell. No, I'm kidding. Okay, okay,
All
topic.
right.
Okay, guide our thoughts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Body image.
yes.
We're gonna be all over the place with this one, so I want to make sure that we have enough time to talk about it
Yeah,
because there's there's body image in the trans community. That's one thing as a trans person, what you feel about your body. Is it feminine enough? Is it not feminine enough? It's something, the dysphoria that drives us nuts. Are my feet too big? Oh, she's smaller than I am. Or all those things are going to encompass this conversation. So uh, we encourage you guys to leave comments as we're talking about it
yeah.
too, on what you feel about your own bodies. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I just want to
So
say that this conversation was triggered by a one of our marathon phone conversations, and we were talking about. Oh my God, how did you put it? We were talking about when we were at. She was asking me when was your peak body.
oh, our best body.
The
Yeah,
best
yeah,
body. Yeah, the best body.
yeah.
When did you have your best body? And And so we both told each other that. And and
And it,
it's certainly decades past now.
and it's since gone downhill.
Yeah, it's like I now understand the joke. You know you're getting old when you're at the beach in that beautiful bikini and you go walk to the bathroom and you feel somebody touch the back of your thigh and you turn around to see who it is and you realize it's your ass.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I haven't quite hit that stage yet, but yeah, that one's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
So
one.
yeah, let's dig in. Probably let's get the trans aspect of it on the table. So let's
Sure.
talk about, dysphoria. I think the conversation with, because we can get a little obsessive about being thin. Are my hips big enough? Is my waist small enough? All these little nuances we can get obsessive over, which, and makes a lot of us want to get surgeries done. And, sometimes people go overboard and, go to the extreme of what a woman is. So I would recommend if you're young and you're or you're just newly transitioning, don't overdo it. Subtle little nuances to your look usually will work better than going too crazy over the top.
Right.
Okay, Ravina. My best body was when I had abs. That profile pic, I look like a blimp. A blimp. If that's a blimp, oh my gosh.
But she
My
prefers to
tummy,
have abs.
oh, okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, it looks so soft like that. I think it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, we're our worst
We all
critic.
have our own thing. Yeah, we all
Yeah.
have our own things for
Mhm.
sure.
So
So yeah, the trans body. I think we should start with that, and then we'll just talk about being a woman and growing older and just a woman's body,
mhm.
and we'll get to that. So Marty, what do you think on
Uh
the obsession for a trans person when your body and mind don't correlate? Um,
yeah.
we can we obsess a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah, I think well, it's like it was all about that obsession right out of the gates. Like it was just like how do I figure this out? It was like right up until I was oh God, it's just crazy how long it took. Um, and I think being a woman of trans experience, it it becomes it seems like it's multiplied by 1,000 because it's almost like we're obsessed about being completely you know um, you know what I was completely, I just wanted to pass so bad and stuff. I just wanted everything to be perfect, right? And luckily, I wasn't when I went out and got my surgeries and stuff. I wasn't ending up with stuff that was crazy over the top, breast surgeries and stuff, because I live in Canada and we're quite proper here, and it's like, and most surgeons were just like, no, it's like if you want something else, it's like you have to go somewhere else, and I knew that these people, the where I went, I was going to go. I was directed by people that I liked what they saw, and it was very natural and stuff. But there was part of me that wanted that, like the bazumba crazy and stuff, right? But it was like I'm just really glad that I was pulled back with that. But body image, yeah, sure. It's like I don't think I ate food until I was like 24. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was
Well,
so
the obsession did give me an eating disorder for a
yeah.
little while there because,
Mhm.
yeah, we're so desperate to keep a perfect image because we had to, for so long, get others to accept us that I think the more attractive you were, the more sexy you were, the more people would be like, okay, well, that makes sense. So, yeah, we get a little lost in trying too hard to please others with our bodies. And I think
Mhm.
that's where the eating disorder came because I started to gain weight in my late 30s, early 40s. I started packing on more weight than I had ever seen. I was stick thin my whole life. So
Right.
for me, that was a shock because I was used to being, the thin, hot girl. And now I was just becoming like, I was like, oh no. And there's nothing wrong with somebody with a little weight. My family is heavy. They used to tell me when I was a kid, one day you're gonna, you'll see. And I was like, oh, get out of here. I was so thin. And they were right.
Yeah.
Especially after you start hormones and then you have this surgery where the testes are removed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different ball game.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, and I just wanted to mention while you mentioned the boobs,
Mm-hmm.
when I had mine done, it was so barbaric because I went to this underground doctor who was like doing patients, trans people, really cash out the back door kind of vibes. It was a regular plastic surgeon, but he took on the trans community, and somebody had told me about it and drove me to Jersey. Um, and we didn't even discuss back then. We didn't even discuss what size. I was laying on the bed and I said, whoa, 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 wait, we didn't discuss like what size. And he's like, don't worry, kid, I'll make them appropriate for your body or whatever. And I just let him do that. And I still have the same girls. So,
Right. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. No, it's the body image thing. I don't think it ever goes away.
no, I would agree. I would agree. There are days where I can pick myself apart very easily over this and that and
Mm-hmm.
this and that. And just as a woman, I mean, there's so
Mm-hmm.
much pressure socially, um, that you want to keep up, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it'll ever go away, but hopefully you can maintain it and not be too kooky about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the whole thing about me. Like, I'm having a facelift in January, and I keep vacillating around like, oh my God, it's like, what am I doing? This is crazy, and then I just, I'm like doing some work on the computer, and, and I'm FaceTiming you or something, and I see myself this way, and I'm like, oh my God, talk about body image. My phone didn't recognize me when I was looking over down, and it didn't recognize me.
Oh
It
my,
wouldn't turn on. I had to put my
well,
face up so it
from
came back.
above, from an angle like that.
It all.
Well, the thing, and I'll probably speak for most of us that are here in the chat, we adore your face just as it is.
Aw.
And if you were doing this at 35, I would be like, oh no, stop.
Yeah.
But at your age, if that's going to make you feel better, I'm completely on board and support
Hmm.
that. But I think you're lovely as you are,
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
you know,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
and I know the others agree. We just, like your spirit. But yeah, it's something I'll probably deal with too as I'm getting older and all these jowls are coming down. I never had these little suckers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got everything highlighted and everything, and it's like, it's definitely the time. The time, if you do study, as you get older, you'll study this, but it's like, the time to do it is when they have something to work with, but it's not going to be drastic, because then people just, in my day to day life really won't know. What I'm doing is I'm actually, that's why I cut my hair into a bob, and I'm slowly going up, and then I've got an appointment like 4 days before the surgery, and I'm going to get a real cute, small, short bob. So everybody
Oh,
will think it's
cute.
that, right? Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, body image. It's like, I have to.
Oh, I used to obsess over like I used to look on the computer for rib removal. Do they actually take ribs out?
Right.
Because we all
Yes.
want, especially being trans, I idealize the hourglass figure
Yeah.
and we want that, and unfortunately we're not born with all those curves,
Yeah.
and hormones do help though. If you're new into your transition, there are changes that happen. I'm not saying that you're going to get like Kim
Hmm.
Kardashian curves from hormones, but they do change. They make the body more feminine.
And it's interesting. We've talked about this before. Just that, 8.5 years difference with you and me. It's like when I grew up into, 15, 16, going into, everything. Um, like all of the high end model stuff in there, it was all pencil thin, tall, like just completely like kind of boy body, like just like young, like just there was no
Yeah, yeah,
hips,
yeah.
no nothing. If you look at the Madame Butterfly video, it's called Madame Butterfly. It's a gorgeous video. It kind of personifies the early '80s and what the whole in vogue was then. And
Mm-hmm.
so I felt like, oh my God, I just won the lottery, right? Because I was just like this
Uh,
tall stick thing, and I was being used for as a model, for runway work, and then I had that sad story that was just like on Pose, where I went in and it looked all good, and then an assistant that was obviously gay went and whispered, and it was just when I saw that on Pose, I went, yeah, that's exactly what happens. And so I wasn't able to get signed. But the thing is that, but I felt like I won the luck of the draw there for sure. And then by the time everything, the whole big butt thing and stuff didn't really start until, when I was just getting recovery, like in the early 90s. And that's when, the Kardashians started to happen in the late 90s and stuff, didn't it?
I think they were.
In the early 2000s or something?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think J-Lo, when J-Lo came out, that's
J-Lo.
when,
Yeah, so
you know,
yeah, because the dress came out in 2000, I
which
think.
I believe hers is natural, I believe, and then it just started all the girls wanting that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, and and that's what also made me stop hormones and stuff because when I was taking them at that young age, I was really like frickin', getting that jiggle on, right, type of thing, and I didn't want that. I wanted to be that like stick thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's what was in vogue then, right? Like it was very androgyny was really in. Like look at the Eurythmics, look at like all of those bands and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it was very emulated in the early '80s like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Ant, Boy George, all the
Yes.
goodies back in the day.
Yeah. All that stuff.
All right, so
Yeah.
AL says my body went to flab after SRS.
Yeah. Join the club.
Yep.
Hallelujah, sister. I
Yeah, when you
got it.
take that testosterone out of the body, it definitely it does what women's bodies do. They hold on to fat in different areas that we
Ev-
didn't before.
Every
Oh,
year,
what do you do?
every
Oh God, forget these suckers.
every year, my wings get a little bit better and bigger. My
Good.
wings are
Maybe
my
you could fly
angel.
to me soon.
I can fly to you soon. Yeah. Fly across the
We'll
continent.
meet somewhere in the middle.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and I funk out a little as I'm getting older. I can get a little tough on myself about my body because it's not what it used to be.
Right.
But I get over myself quick, and then I just have a donut.
And it all comes down to I know I'm sounding very old saying stuff like this, but it truly is. It's like whatever like makes you feel the healthiest. Because if you feel healthy, you feel good, and then you start buying makeup again and putting on eyelashes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's confidence. I was at the beach this summer and saw some really big girls in little tiny bikinis. And it's my own issue. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would never do that. But to see her confidence and just own it
Yes.
is really attractive.
Yes.
It is an attractive quality.
And I
You
think
get
that's
over.
and I think that's transferable with the trans experience. You know what I mean? When we talk about that, you know what I mean, and how people when people didn't get the luck of the draw right away, like then they get
Yeah,
FFS
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
whatever, they get FFS or whatever. But if they have that within themselves and build that, that stuff that I didn't do it until I was 29. I'm not saying that I did
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
that I
yeah.
had that. But, when I see, like I always talk about my friend who is, really, you can tell she's, probably, she's like a Caitlyn Jenner. You can tell, that
Hmm.
that she's had that is a transition there. But this person is such a beautiful person. Um, I always love when I go out with her and I can see the expression on the person's face, like kind of like kind of reading it reading her as she's coming towards them, and then she talks to them, and they totally, not only do they become unguarded, but they it's almost like they're going to exchange phone numbers, by the end, because she is such a wonderful person. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Sorry. If you guys see me, I noticed in that last video too, I blink a lot. I think because I have lights on me, so I look a little, lit up. That
you have
they,
lice on you.
no, this is my natural look, just sitting in the dark. Yeah, so I blink a lot. I have the fake lashes on, the lights. So don't mind me. And I'm reading the comment that's up there. I wanted to read the comment. So if you saw me doing like this too. So this Ivy says the prettiest women out there are even insecure. It's so true.
Yeah,
We are all beautiful. There isn't no such thing as the most beautiful, as people say.
yeah,
That's so true. Yeah, I
that's
used to
great.
see girls that I thought,
Oh, hi, Ivy. I've never seen you before. Here, hi, Ivy.
oh, hi, Ivy. I
Welcome.
didn't realize it. I just started chit chatting with you, thinking you were here. Nice to meet you.
Oh, is this your friend that you were talking about? No, Jorge. No, 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 that's not her. Not them. No.
No,
Sorry, and sorry, I broke your train of thought.
that's okay. I'm like, what was I saying? You still made it in there. You still made it in there as a beautiful woman. You still made it in
I,
there.
I think we. I think I missed the last one, or it would have been.
You still made
Oh,
it in there
okay. I
as a
think they're
beautiful woman.
having a. Oh, my body went flab after SRS, or it could just be all in my head. And then what does SMH mean? I can't.
Shaking my head
Oh, okay. See, I
because
don't.
I'm hip and cool.
Yeah,
Because
you're
I'm
hip
hip
and
and cool.
cool. I catch you on things.
Don't be such a.
Yeah, Mother Marty, don't really have an aging issue though. I don't see the aging.
I don't either, Ravina. I think she looks stunning.
Aw.
But again, you know, I had my nose done years ago and there wasn't a drastic difference. But to me, profile there was, and everyone was like, "You're stupid wasting all that money."
Okay, let's just get this straight. This is what they do. They go like this, and they just, and
Okay.
that's it. And
I
that,
know.
and they
So
pull
I
that
need
up
it
too,
too.
like that.
Oh, this
Oh
is
yeah, that.
twisted.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, and then I'm getting this too, and then I'm getting. No, I'm kidding. It's
We're
just.
supposed to be talking about getting to love your body.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get back.
Here we are. Yeah, guys, you should really like just love yourself and be confident.
Yeah, it's like, we're doing it. Well, we're trying. It's a process.
No, yeah, and no judgment on you, Marty, that you're having this surgery. That's not what I mean either.
No, of course
Because
not.
I'm all for plastic surgery. If you
Mm.
can afford it, and you don't feel your best, then make yourself feel better. That's
Yeah,
cool.
and it's
But I do,
a preemptive strike because like it's like when doing it now, and then when you had 10 years later, it's like yeah, you've already got
yeah,
that
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
I do want to put the message out though for somebody who's either newly transitioning or younger than us that confidence is sexy. I know it sounds
Yes.
lame. I know it sounds lame, but confidence is sexy. It's not half of the time people don't even notice the things that you notice about yourself that we
Yes.
obsess over that I will point out just because I'm embarrassed. Look at this pimple. Oh my God, it's driving me nuts. And then people are like, oh my God, I didn't even notice it until you said it.
Yeah.
So we can obsess over our own little flaws and get a little kooky in our head. Don't do that to yourself. As you know, if you catch yourself doing that, kind of find a routine to break yourself right out of it.
Yeah.
And remind yourself of all the good things about yourself, what makes you an amazing person. It has nothing to do with how tiny your waist is or how big your hips are.
Hmm.
You know, just
It's
saying.
oh no no, it's so true. Like honestly, when I felt good about myself and like in my living situation and like I became clean and sober, all that stuff, and started living life. And the more I started doing that and not obsessing over like this part, it's like I all of a sudden I wasn't you know I remember started to thinking, I was never, because every once in a while in the big city, you can get misgendered. Like God, I even have cisgender girlfriends that people would think that were had a trans experience, right? But and it's all about just the more yeah, if you put out that fear, it's like people
Oh, that's
sense
another
that.
topic we could talk about.
Yeah.
I see online, like, when a girl's really hot and amazing, people
Yeah.
leave comments, that's a trans, that's a trans.
Oh my God.
So now we have the reputation of being hot. So now if poor cisgender women are hot, they're thought to be trans.
God,
The
that's
world
so
is
weird, eh?
the world's kooky. You can't win.
C- Celia put a little comment there. I don't know. Can you read that one or no?
I could. You can make me struggle through it because I'm blind, but I'll
Aw,
try. I
I'll
was
do it.
always grateful for my body, having been overall more feminine, although thinner pre hormone replacement therapy. But I noticed my height dysphoria was heightened post transition, and it worsens in my weight as my weight fluctuates, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. As a tall girl too, I totally get that. That's exactly how I felt as well.
That's great that you brought that up, Celia, because I didn't even think about height when we were talking about body image. I was just thinking about
Cause she is a little midget. Sorry,
I'm not a
you're not allowed
midget.
to say that anymore. It's like
Yes,
you're,
politically incorrect.
yeah, you're vertically challenged. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I come from a family of tiny girls. My two sisters, my
Oh,
sisters are
tell
like,
them what you said to your mother. Asked your mother when you were a kid about
oh,
height.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because for the longest time I wasn't growing. I wasn't
yeah.
having a spurt, and I was always the tiniest in my class. So I said to my mom, and I don't want to use the word again now that you made me aware of it. I went to my mom one day and I was like, "Mom, am I going to be?" I was all sad about it, and she's like, "No," but I was so tiny. Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
but you
in
said,
my
am I going to
family,
be like so? Am I always going to be? Oh no, you did say the bad. Okay, she can't say
yeah,
it.
I
Sorry.
didn't want to say it again because I respect. Yeah, I respect.
Yeah,
What did I want to say? What was I just thinking?
I don't know.
I
Let
don't
me.
know. I'll get back to it. My brain's all over the place. Sorry, guys.
She's trying to reel me in, and she's trying to think that, and then
Oh,
I
my height, my height, my
height.
height.
Yes, the height.
Yeah, my mom and two sisters are like 5 feet, 5'1". So I'm the tall one, right? They're always like, "Oh, you're so tall, you could reach that, right?" And I'm like, "I'm only 5'6.5". Don't make me sound like an Amazon. Because I think as a trans person, yeah, there is a thing about the height. When you meet a smaller trans person, you're like, "Bitch."
I used to think that. Well, I find that when I'm like when I was at the women's retreat last week, and it was just like, I'm just going, oh my God, they're just all these like little. I was afraid I was going to step on them. You know what I mean?
Right. But
And
I've noticed too, I think it's sexier taller.
oh
When I see
yeah,
a tall girl with legs for days and a pair of heels compared to a short little girl, it's not the same vibe,
yeah, yeah. I do
so,
find
and
it unfair though. It's like that all of a sudden you get all this attention. It's like if I wear like a little tennis skirt with like whatever and a hoodie, and then it's all of a sudden like and then but if a shorter girl does it, it's like she just kind
it's
of blend.
cute. Everything's cuter. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like and if if I do it, it's kind of like I get that like that feeling like you know what is she trying to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this about?
Yeah,
Like
I guess those are fair dialogue to have for
when
the
they can
taller
see
girls.
and because it's just more area, they can like really scan like every like if there's a little spider vein somewhere or something. And it's like oh my God, it's like we're hooped.
Oh yeah, this is the same comment right up there. I was
The prettiest women out there are even insecure. We're all beautiful. There isn't no such thing as the most beautiful, as people say. Oh, did I already
Yeah,
like?
yeah,
Oh,
we did
it
that
was
one.
repeated.
Yep.
Oh no, I went up again. Sorry, hun. Well,
Oh, that's
It
okay.
was beautiful. Ivy Dream too. I love that name.
Yeah, pretty.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, Brianna's 5'11". I didn't know that. Let's see.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I'm
guys,
fi-
put your height down below. I want to
Yeah,
know how
how
tall
tall are
all of
all
you
of
are.
you? How tall are all of you? I'm 5'11". It's not a big deal. I got gorgeous lower legs and can rock. You can rock good.
Own it.
That's
Own it.
yes. Me,
5'11". Brianna's five
something
eleven.
went over top of it when I was trying to read it. Sorry. Um, oh, there. Oh, it went. Sorry. Oops. Let's see. Yeah. What?
Yeah, another video. I want to talk about transitioning young. I wanted not only my age, but for kids. I know that's a question people ask if we think it's cool that youngsters do hormone blockers and all that. We'll get into that in another video.
Yeah. Yeah. Ravina said so many tall women are in the northwest coast. Yeah. Like us. Oh, you're 5'10" too. Dwarfs are not on my level. Tall team.
Ravina went right in for it.
Yeah. Do you remember that song in the 70s? It was
Oh,
like,
dwarfs is
and it was
politically
like,
correct, right?
and I don't know. Is it? I
I
don't
think
know.
midget's offensive now. We used to say that back in the day, but dwarf, yeah, I think is politically correct. Go ahead, Marty. Sorry to interrupt.
Um, oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was about.
I owed you one. I owed you
Oh
one.
yeah, you did. Team tall. Yeah, team tall.
You were talking about whatever Ravina just said.
Yeah, what was it? Oh, it was about us tall. Yeah, there's something in the water up here. Yeah, because she's a Pacific Northwest girl too. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good height, though. I mean,
Eva is 6'2" in heels. Well, yeah, I'd be 6'2" as well in heels. Yeah,
oh
because that's
yeah, in
just
heels. I'm
12,
like five
1, 2.
ten.
Yeah, 3-inch heels. I'm 6'2" for sure. Team tall, Ravina, men love it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Team tall, Ravina, men love it. Yeah, Serena's a glamazon too. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Oh
No,
my God, if I went out with a group of you, I would look like a dwarf.
but you know what? This is serious. This is serious. This is one thing I want to say that because it's all about body image. I actually, when we're talking about this tall stuff, I remember feeling so dysphoric about being tall that I would slouch all the time. I would
I notice that
slouch.
a lot. I notice that a lot with friends that are tall. Every photo I
And
see, they're kind of doing something with the
and
hip.
and when I got into the yoga and stuff, now I sit down tall. Like people ask me when I walk around, sometimes they say, "Are you a dancer?" Right? Because I walk, with the string lifting you up, all the
Yes,
time,
yes.
and it's like, and I tell you, I just barely missed this bullet of a dowager's hump. Like, cause it was starting in the back there from hunching over, like all the time, like kind of
Oh,
slouching. And I see these old pictures of me from the '80s doing these like kind of slouchy things, like the kind of slouch voguey, with the shoulders in but slouched, and then we're still vogue. But it's like, my God, after a while, see, that's why I need my neck done. It's got to be pulled right up here. But anyways, yeah, it's like
no, no, no. We're not going back there.
no, but it really is like that's a body image thing, and that's something that when I was younger, and now it's like, God, for the last 25 years, it was absolutely different. It's like stand tall, the taller you stand, the taller I stood, the better thing that revealed itself to me in my life. Like, and I'm using that kind of as a metaphor, but it's true. It's like the more I did that and just really believed that I had a space at the table of life, and
Cool.
kind of put those demons, those lies in my head, put them to rest by talking to other women, talking not just the whole trans thing, but everybody. Like I went to therapists, I went to everything. Like I went to move that energy through, and because I wasn't born with that, I wasn't raised with that, so I had to learn that myself, and so I would just highly suggest that for anybody that didn't have the upbringing that was needed to. What like I see kids and I sorry and young adults like Celia, and I watch her videos, and she's got so much poise and all this stuff, and it's just beautiful, and that's because she was loved with from her family and stuff right from the beginning, and
That's awesome.
it just speaks volumes, right? It's just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, and thank you for sharing that yourself with me, Celia. I know that you're open to me talking about this. So yeah, I think this is what I thought was possible, which is great because not only is it it's a family dysfunction of it type of thing of how anybody is raised, not just trans experience, whatever. It's like, but if we don't have the tools, we're gonna be ghouls, right? Because and I certainly was, and I cashed in on it, right? So yeah, when I see everybody doing the cuckoo crazy thing on YouTube and stuff, and I just think it's just kind of, it's we all go it's all these phases that we have to go through, right? And hopefully we get to go through to the other side with them, and don't let that anger or that whatever, like, harm us and make us sick, and have to come back and do it again somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is anyone in the comment section saying anything about their body image of
Body
themselves?
image. Andrea is a size 4. Okay, we all hate you now. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I
Uh,
don't even know that I'm a size 8 in pants and stuff. And then I'm up here. I can go right. It depends on how it's cut, right? It can be completely different. I can be wearing a size like 12 dress. You know what I mean? But then I have to
yeah, it
get.
could vary for me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm probably an 8 as well.
You're welcome, Celia. Thank you for being here and being such a positive role model for young people. It's
Uh,
wonderful. Yeah. Again, she's got a great channel, guys. Um, let's see. God, after a while, these lights really hit you. Eh? I've never,
yeah, yeah.
I've never done, I've never done long live streams before, but with Brittany, I just knew that we had to do. Oh, there's a thumbs down person. Hi, honey. They just did it. Oh, with this ECAD
Well, oh,
program, all of a sudden
nice,
the thumbs
nice.
down went like it actually went down
Oh,
the screen like that, and I just
thank you
went,
for taking the time out.
yeah, thanks you for taking the time out and expressing yourself, and I hope that helps you on your road to enlightenment and to help you be released from
Yeah,
any suffering that you have truly and be
yeah,
happy. I worry
yeah.
about you when I don't see that thumbs down. I wonder where you are.
Oh,
Even me and my
I
husband do.
don't, but
Okay. Um, I love
I
you,
think it's
hater.
rude. It's
Mwah.
rude. But
Huh?
yeah, sending love,
Sending
positive
love.
energy.
That's
Thanks for
right.
stopping in always.
I wonder, you could probably take the thumb off, down, and then put it back again. I wonder, and you could just keep doing that. It'd be like kind of fun to
Oh,
see.
fun. Sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
The
Yeah,
things
but
you
hey,
the things you talk about when you have a YouTube channel is so funny. I thought it was only me, and then when I asked you, and you're going, "Oh, you have a hater." It's like you really that's great. It's like you have a hater fan, and I was like, "What?" I'd never
well,
even.
my first few comments that I got that were negative, I was telling you, just got me hardcore. Some guy left, "You need facial feminization." I never even heard of it at that time. I didn't even know what that was at the time.
Me
They
too. I
had
didn't know what
put
FFS.
FFS, and I
Yeah.
had to look it up, and I was like, oh, I'm looking at my forehead, I'm in the mirror, I'm checking myself out. And after a while, you got to realize trolls are going to try to hurt your feelings, and I don't take any of that serious anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I feel sorry for them, and luckily I worked in mental health for so long, like in in the mental health hospitals and stuff. Like I seen the suffering, and I can see it so much in us. And I have PTSD. I have a mental illness too with that. I've suffered from depression, all that stuff. So when I see all this stuff, and I see all the rigmarole that happens on these channels and all this infighting, and it's like transsexual and trans and this and that, and I just go, wow, it's like, go volunteer at a soup kitchen
Or something.
or something.
Anything.
Like you got way too
Anything.
much time on your hands and you're going to make yourself sick. And stand straight and breathe from the belly. Okay. Okay, we got to wrap this up soon. Oh my God, it's 6:25. This is
All
amazing.
right. Okay. As we come to the end of this video, and we'll definitely read all your comments again. If there's anything we missed, we'll add it into another video for sure. But at the end here, I just wanted to do a little YouTube shout out for a channel that I don't think is getting the attention that maybe they deserve. And to be honest, I've only checked out maybe a video and a half of this person, but she just struck me very genuine, very cool people. So I want to say her name. Marty's going to put a link to her channel
It already
in
is.
the
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Let me find her name.
I know it.
Yes,
I remember.
yes. It's Josie Chavez. Josie is spelled Josie. Chavez, Chavez, and the link to her channel is in the description box. I think she's somebody worth checking out. She just seems authentic to me. I
Right.
don't even know what her stance is on different topics. I don't have enough of that information, but the couple of videos that I did watch, good people, good message, intelligent. Yeah, just somebody that I think you really would enjoy. So check out
Cool.
Josie's channel. And Marty, do you have someone that you want to recommend?
And I never had heard of her before, and I looked up her channel, and it was, and she has the tagline, what's it called? Something transgender, what? It's not experience, it's something else. It's very similar. It sounded
Oh,
neat.
really?
Yeah. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I
I
didn't
look
even
forward
notice
to reading
that.
that. I watched a little bit of it, like a few minutes because I was rushing, but um,
I first saw her on D Honey Bun's channel, also a great channel.
okay.
Um, I think they're friends, and I saw them together, and I liked her then, and then I forgot to check her channel, and that's why we say you should make sure you subscribe. You should subscribe and do all that stuff because you forget once you get off the video. So yeah,
Yeah.
check Josie out.
Yeah, and so that link is in the video link. Her channel. I can see what you're doing.
I'm all over the place. I can't even
No. Oh no, you're fine.
puff on my.
No, you're fine. No,
Okay, go
it's good.
ahead.
You're
Go
fine.
ahead.
Fine.
I
uh,
I do feel disconnected from you guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna read all your stuff later. So
yeah,
whatever's going
I
on in
know
there,
you're a trooper to do this because I can see everybody talking and stuff, and I'm like
I know
I'm
I'm
blowing
bummed
kisses
out.
at people as they're like leaving, like saying, "Oh, you look nice, Marty," or something like that, and I'm like, "Thank you,
Oh, that's
thank
awesome.
you." Yeah, I can't remember who said that now. Thank you. At least somebody said it.
Oh,
I know.
thank.
My husband said you're always fishing for compliments. It's like you
Hey,
know what I
whatever
did
you
that
gotta
ever,
do.
and I can hear somebody will have said it because I recorded the conversation. It's like my
I
little
used
flick.
to say it to you all the time in the lives, and you wouldn't miss it because there's so much going on.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
And then you
true.
would say, "Oh, no one's gonna compliment." I'm like, "Oh God, I'm not even gonna tell her that it's like 10 minutes up. She's got to scroll."
So yeah, so is it Josie? Josie Chavez. Her channel. The link, the direct link, is in my video description. And oh yeah, thanks Diana for telling me about this mic. I keep forgetting that it's an actual podcast mic, and I should have it like in front of my yap.
Very ASMR. And
Yeah,
if you go to Josie's channel, don't forget to tell her that we sent you.
yeah. Tell her that we.
So Josie
Yeah,
knows where you're coming from. I would like her to know where you're coming from.
yeah, that would be awesome. And my choice for the week, my channel shout out is the Chloe Connection. The Chloe Connection. She's um, she's a woman of trans experience, a young girl, a woman. She's like about 20, sorry, about 5, and she's taking her doctorate right now in psychology. She's very open with it. She has sort of a blog channel, and she has had, her all of her surgery. She talks about, and as she was going through it, she's had some amazing stuff done, and she's just really cool. And I just really feel so proud every time I see one of her videos, and she's talking about, going to this university and getting, taking her doctorate now, like becoming, gonna get her PhD. And I'm going, oh my God, this is just, this is what we wanted to do that we never even thought was possible. And it's like to see people taking advantage of that and doing it, like to, those opportunities that we didn't have. It just makes me feel so fulfilled. You know what I mean? Just to
Oh,
see
yeah.
that,
Chloe is
yeah.
definitely a great example for the
And
young
and and
kids
I want
coming
that's
up.
somebody that I want to have with us on one of our lives.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
that
love
would be
to pick
great.
her brain a little
So
bit.
yeah,
I would
so
love to
Chloe,
pick
if
her
you're
brain.
watching this or you're watching this as a video, it's like we've been really busy. You've been busy with school, and we've been wanting to do a collab. So it's like I'm figuring all this stuff, and we'll have some fun. Yeah. Yeah, so her link will be in the description as well, the Chloe Connection. And oh, she's also a gamer too. So if you're into gaming, she does some gaming stuff live as well. Yeah. So
One
that's
more
mine.
thing about Chloe too, and not to trigger anyone, but if you're someone whose family is not very supportive in your life, Chloe has a great video up about her family and how she's coping with
Right.
without the support.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, she's a great connection for you if you want to start your own little family.
Yeah.
Chlo-
Awesome.
you
Yeah.
know,
Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you pointed that out. That's perfect. Yeah, and so and we want to ask you, everybody in the chat room, anybody that watches this video later, it's like to leave a suggestion on what topics or what topic that you would like to see us talk about or whatnot. Just leave it in the comments below after the video, or if you know if you can stuff it in here in the next couple of minutes because we're going to wrap up. So yeah, do that and Brittany and I will take a look at all the comments we do, and we talk about them, and we get a whole bunch of ideas just from your questions and comments. It's really awesome to do that.
yeah, yeah.
It's really it's really been fun and entertaining and educational and all that stuff. Yeah,
And one
yeah.
last thing before we leave, I just want to tell Marty that I appreciate all the efforts. Marty does all the behind the scenes for these lives. She's Yeah, yeah, she's putting together our thumbnail. She's got to get her little setup going, make sure we look okay on our split screens. So I want to let you know that I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, Brittany.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I appreciate you too.
I
Like
just have to show up and look pretty.
no, she does. She gives me homework to look at and stuff, and reminds me of what we're doing and stuff. So it's really cool. It's like we want to get sort of a format going. It's like, oh yeah, do you want to end with what we're wearing? Show.
Oh God, no! Because I stood up with these lights. My black looks really like see through.
Oh, we
Uh,
can't. Okay, so we'll do that next
you
week.
show yours. No, you do yours.
No, next week we will. Next week we will. We'll do it
You
together.
sure?
Yeah, because we went
Yeah.
too
Okay.
long anyway. Yeah, we're just kind of figuring this out, so it's gonna take a little bit to put it all together. So if you're watching this for the first time, or if you keep coming back and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on, like,
I
like
mean, come
come
on.
on, like just subscribe, and then you'll get all you'll get the real deal right from the beginning. Like when I'm having an amazing migraine and I want to talk to you in bed because I'm bored, like via live stream. It's like I'll put up a
Or
community
when
post
I
and
want
then
to
you'll know that I'm
cry
doing
to
it.
you and tell you all my woes.
Yeah, or if Brittany wants to cry to all this stuff too. So like subscribe to Brittany D's channel. It's in the video description below, and
Yes, yes.
yeah, direct link, and just go right there and just subscribe. Thank you so much, Brittany, for doing this. It's such a hoot doing it
Oh,
with you.
thank
I
you.
I
Thank
just
you.
really love it. I love the dialogue, and you people in the chat room. Thank you so much for making this wonderful and for participating. This is your channel as well. I know it sounds cliche and kumbaya, but it's true. That's the reason why I started this channel, so I could have that connection because I live in a rainforest. I'm like a little, I'm a little, I'm a, no, actually, I'm not a little, okay, we already talked about that.
Little
I'm a
nymph.
freaking giant little freaking fey
No.
angel sneaking around this forest trying to like
Pray a mantis. Pray a mantis.
praying mantis. You went there. You went there.
Oh my God, why did I say that?
Well, anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. I'm a goddess and I live on Vancouver Island and I'm all alone and I needed to connect with all of you goddesses out there. So
Oh, and we're so glad you did. I'm
yeah,
so glad you did.
thanks. So I thank you all for joining in on the channel today. We're gonna look at everything and get ideas for next week. And yeah, be well. And thank you
Cool.
again so much. The most important thing that you can share with us is your time, and it's really true. And thank you so much. And I
Awesome.
love you guys. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, look in the video box to those really cool other YouTubers, and we'll be doing that next week too. Again.
Yeah, and over on my channel, we usually hug it out at the end. So I'm going
Oh
to do
yeah.
that here too.
Yay.
So I love you guys so much. Until the next
You
time, let's hug it
too.
out. Come
Love
on.
you.
Mm.
ASMR hug. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah.
Be good.
Bye. And good night.